Howdy interweb sports fans, welcome to another week highlighting the happenings of Gridiron and South Australia for 2011. I'm as always headband guy Sam Furler, and I'd firstly like to thank Georgie for this number one headband. Thank you, Georgie. So week 3 saw the South Sydney Chiefs and Port Adelaide Spartans heading off in the early game, and a battle between the Eastside Razorbacks and Adelaide Eagles in the late game. So let's get on with the info you're all here to see. You're watching Padded Up. First game and Chiefs kick off, ball out of bounds. So Spartans start on the 40-yard line. Spartans nothing really on first drive. Chiefs manage to sack Spartans. Spartans punt away, giving Chiefs first drive for the day. Chiefs get a few good passes in and a QB run, but Spartans stop them and force the Chiefs to punt also. Spartans ball and Chiefs made a nice stop with this sack. Next play, and Spartans got the ball off to one of their running backs and grabbed some much needed yards. With that run set the Spartans into scoring distance. Chiefs stopped the score by batting this pass away, but Spartans took to the ground and managed to get the ball over the line for the first score of the game. 1 point good. Chiefs ball and Spartans come up with a sack of their own. Chiefs were no match for Spartans defense on that drive and were forced to punt. Spartans ball and they get this short pass off, along with a nice hit from the Chiefs defense. Spartans maintain the ball in the second quarter with a third down conversion, but not for long as Chiefs come away with this interception and some good yards to their favour. Chiefs ball saw them chip away at a strong Spartans defence. Spartans stopping them to a fourth down. Chiefs set to go for it on the fourth and pass the ball for a touchdown. 1 point good. Chiefs kick off, Spartans return for some good yardage. Spartans unable to go anywhere with that drive, and Chiefs forced the turnover on downs. Chiefs ball and come out with this nice pass for a huge gain on the run, stepping out on the 12-yard line. Chiefs try to drive for another score, but Spartans sack Chiefs, forcing the fourth down. Chiefs pass and incomplete. Spartans start their next drive deep in their territory and get out of danger until they fumbled and Chiefs recovered the ball. Chiefs have a few quick plays until they pass it for another touchdown. 1 point no good. Chiefs end the half up 13 points to 7. Heading into the third quarter and Spartans kick off with Chiefs returning for some good yardage. Chiefs managed to get up the field with a pass and some runs, but were again no match to the Spartans defense. Spartans managed to sack the Chiefs, forcing a fourth down. Chiefs attempted an air attack, but no good, and turnover on downs. Spartans ball and they go for a run up the field. That drive not lasting long. Spartans run on fourth down, not able to move the chains. Chiefs ball and get their drive going with this short gain before Spartans defense almost intercept this Chiefs pass. Chiefs run out in the third quarter in good field position, but a Spartans defense have them ready to start the fourth quarter on a fourth down. After a scoreless third quarter, Chiefs set out to convert on downs and score, but couldn't get the yards needed, and Spartans defense forced a turnover on downs. Spartans ball and they go for a pass. Spartans drive shortly lived as the Chiefs intercept and return for a touchdown, and putting them further in the lead. 2 points, no good. After the kickoff, Spartans grab some yards on this run and Spartans have their sights on the end zone. Spartans kept at their ground attack and got close to scoring, but Chiefs defense stopped them and forced a turnover on downs. Chiefs ball starting way deep in their backfield, set to pass and get out in a hurry. Spartans come up with a pick and give themselves another opportunity. Spartans set up their running game again, and what do you know? Run the ball in for a touchdown, edging them closer. 1 point good. Chiefs ball after the kickoff and they look to run out the clock with their running game and hold the lead. Chiefs punt to the 8-yard line and Spartans attempt their final drive. Chiefs defense proved too mighty in the dying minutes for the Spartans, and Chiefs ended up kneeling the game out. The final score, Chiefs 19, Spartans 14. On into the second game of the night and Razorbacks set to kick off. Eagles return for a few yards. Eagles run on their first drive, getting into decent field position, but were unable to convert on the fourth down for a score. Razorbacks forced a turnover on downs. Razorbacks bowl and attempt to run. Eagles defense stop them good. Third down and Razorbacks go for an air game. Eagles intercept this pass and return for a touchdown. Eagles defense with the first score and 2 points no good. Razorbacks get a good return off the kickoff. Eagles defense almost proving too good against the Razorbacks, but managed to avoid the sack. Razorbacks turned to the ground attack and almost came up with a score with this great run. Couple plays later and Razorbacks run up the middle to make the scores level. 1 point good, giving them the lead. Eagles ball after good yards on kick return. Razorbacks hold them to third down, but Eagles pass and pick up some yards to be in scoring range. Couple minutes later and Eagles run the ball in for a touchdown with this option play. 2 point conversion good, giving them more of a lead on the scoreboard. Razorbacks bowl for the rest of the quarter and Eagles defense hold them off from getting anywhere. Second quarter, an incomplete pass forces the punt unit on for the Razorbacks. Eagles bowl again and they grab some good yards on the second down with this pass play. Razorbacks defense holding off the Eagles from scoring, but not for long, when the Eagles QB sneaks up the middle for a touchdown. Razorbacks stopping the 2 point conversion. Razorbacks on the kick return and they return for 20 odd yards. Eagles defense puts some pressure on the Razorbacks, but still able to get a first down. Eagles defense continuing the pressure and force the fourth down. Razorbacks connect through the air, but not enough, and give the ball back to the Eagles on a turnover and downs. Eagles bowl, they pass and give the ball right back to the Razorbacks with this intercept. So Razorbacks bowl and they come up with this long pass to put themselves in scoring range. Eagles defense force a fourth down attempt with their coverage. Fourth down and Razorbacks go for it all. Razorbacks miss the catch. Eagles tip the ball and it deflects enough for this play of the day worthy catch and touchdown. 1 point on the pat good. Eagles hold on to the ball after the kickoff. Eagles up at the half 20-14. Third quarter and Eagles kick off. Razorbacks return quite a way to the 50-yard line. Razorbacks unable to get anywhere on that drive, almost have the Eagles intercept this pass. Eagles pick up some great yards by the quarterback, but flag on the play and back it goes. Eagles look to their option plays and the air to drive up the field. Third down and Eagles look to the air and throw to the end zone for 6 more points, furthering their lead. They failed on the 2 point conversion though. Eagles kick off and Razorbacks unable to get past the 20-yard line on their return. Flag on the play takes them back further. Razorbacks drive up the field utilising their air game, grabbing some good yards with this catch. Razorbacks end the quarter with the ball, but not after almost losing it from this Eagles defense. Razorbacks bowl, fourth quarter, time is running out for them, so enough with the games, they pass the ball into the end zone for 6 points. Playing it safe, they get the 1 point. Eagles ball after a good return on the kickoff, beginning their drive around the 50. Eagles set to run with the quarterback, almost come up with a score, but stopped just shy by this Razorbacks tackle. Razorbacks defense stopped them enough to a fourth down. The Eagles endure and pass into the end zone, furthering their lead. 2 point conversion good. Razorbacks bowl after kick return. Razorbacks driving up the field had a few good pass and run plays, but were short-lived when Eagles came up with this intercept on Razorbacks' third down. Razorbacks hold off Eagles' next drive and force them to punt. Razorbacks bowl, their drive not looking fantastic until converting on a fourth down, giving themselves another set of downs. Razorbacks set to pass and Eagles come away with this sack. Soon after, and Razorbacks look deep, but no one home, and Eagles come away with another intercept. Eagles wind down the clock, running up the middle until deciding to hit the air one last time, passing deep to grab another score before the game's end. 2 point no good. Razorbacks end the game with a good return on the kickoff, but not enough time to put another score on the board. Final score, Razorbacks 21, Eagles 40. And that wraps up week 3 for Gridiron and South Australia. Remember, you can relive highlights from this year's and last year's games right here on this channel. Make sure you get to the games and support the league and your local club. I'm Headband Guy, and I'll catch you next week. You've just been padded up. Yeah! I'm number 1. Number 1.